Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead reading for May 17th through May 23rd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is a reading about you and another person, this may resonate with yours or theirs, moon rising or Venus sign also. All right, Leo for the week of May 17th. Hi, okay, that's a lot. May 17th through the 23rd, Leo. Yay. Ace of Pentacles. Get it? Oh dear. Oh, there went the microphone. Okay, hold on. Repinning. Bear with. Okay. Hanged Man. Six of Cups. This could be Pisces. Four of Swords. Good for you. Aquarius. No. Star card. That could be Aquarius. Also boobies. The Fool. Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. And Nine of Swords. Okay. Not too shabby. Whoopsie. Little guys. There you are. Okay. So 3, 4, 9, 0, 6, 8. Right? That's 8, yeah. Okay. Alright. I don't have any repeaters here. We've got 3 major arcana out of 7. So kind of a big deal for a week. Kind of a big deal for a week. Alright. Did you just, are you kind of not talking to someone, or did you just start talking to someone? What's this? All right, what's this Six of Cups about? Because is this about, things are good financially, money-wise, you're like holding down the fort. There's not, so this feels, so that feels like this. So then this is more about you kind of rerouting a romantic thing. It's not over, it's not, but you're like, you've repositioned yourself, or you've rerouted. Why is rerouted? Okay, all right. What's this Six of Cups for Leo? What's going on there? The Hierophant? Hierophant. Darn it. That could be Taurus. What's this Four of Swords about? For Leo. Two of Cups. See, God bless it. You are talking to them again. You're talking to them again. All right. What's this? What's this Fool card about? Ten of Cups. Okay. But is this solo, or is this with the person? Because you're starting to talk to them again. You got unfinished business. It's not quite finished, but you've redirected, or things are rerouted. Did you do it, or are you two doing it together? Money is good. Money hasn't changed. That's not your focus this week. This feels romantic. This feels like you're giving someone a second chance, and you're having a lot of faith in a connection that kind of either got pushed away too soon, or you walked away from. I hope it's not, I hope it's good. What's this Hanged Man about? Two of Swords. Okay. So you're talking to your person again, but they weren't an ex. So this isn't an ex. This is your current person that you two just recently decided to, and then now you're talking again. What's this Star card about? What's this Star card? That could be Aquarius. What's this Star card about? Knight of Cups. Okay. All right, Leo. All right. I'm going to trust. I'm just going to trust. I feel like this, you guys are on an upsurge. This is familiar territory for you, though. And I worry. Now, this is me. That's me. I worry. Because I know that you will always see the good in things. You will always have that, that optimism and that can-do attitude that everybody always benefits from. And it's, I mean, if you ever want to tuck in behind a Leo, because they'll get you there. And I want this to be good for you also, not just you being optimistic and kind of missing them, or feeling like, I should give them another chance. I mean, like seeing the good, which is great, but do they warrant that? Like, should it be for them still. But, you know, I'm going to suspend my disbelief, or no, I'm probably not. Let's be honest. Okay, what's this Nine of Swords? I like the idea of it, but I just don't know if I can do it. What's this Nine of Swords for Leo? That's me. That's what that is. Seven of Cups. Okay, good. I like it. I like this just because I don't want you going whole hog into this. Because while this could be a possibility, so is this. And I just want you aware of both. We have a lot of positivity here and optimism about kind of feeling like it might be the right time to reconnect, or feeling like that, you know, having those old feelings about someone kind of stirred up, and you're not really quite wanting to close the door on something. You'd rather leave it in suspension or limbo, but not really close the door on it. And the way things have been left, this is you, it looks like you're talking with them again. It looks like you're talking with them, and there's work is like not even a focus, because work is steady, money steady. For the Leos I'm reading for, you're not worried about that. So you've got this person either reaching back out. I don't think Leo is initiating contact. I think the person is reaching back out. This is not an ex. It's just somebody that you've left things unfinished with. And the last you two dealt with each other, it was kind of, there wasn't like a hard no. It was just you starting to kind of do the fade, or out of self-preservation or whatnot. Even though there's a love there, even though there's an interest there, it just wasn't the right time for this, right? And you're not letting it lie this week. It looks like they're reaching back out, and you're actually have renewed interest. It feels like you're wanting to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Whether that's wise or not, I don't know. Is this a good idea? Is this just wishful thinking? Like, is this what you're hoping? I mean, you know what I mean? What else for Leo? What else for Leo? I think this is a possibility. I think this might be discussed, and this is all that mental energy going into, well, maybe, and you know, we do have a history, and I'm loyal and all these things, but here, is it worth it? And that's what it's almost like that's what you're going to be thinking about. Is this worth the investment? Work and money are fine. Maybe that's why you're able to kind of not worry about that and just sort of be thinking about this. Work and money, you're fine. And nothing's changing. Nothing's going up, nothing's going down. There's no deficit. It's steady. What else for Leo? Yeah, so this is them reaching back out, and then you two kind of clearing the air. And probably out of that clearing the air comes this really hopeful feeling of, could this be? But I like that you're wrestling with it, because I don't think you should just jump whole hog back. There's a reason why you were ready to transition out of this. There's a reason why you were like, you know what? I want more for myself. I have standards. I have this and that, whatever. I'm willing to let this go out of self-preservation. Doesn't mean I don't love you, but I just love me more. And I've got to in this case. I can't. You were willing to, there's a reason for that. Do not forget that just because of the, you know what I mean? And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but this needs to be reckoned with. You need to grapple with this, because this is all great, but is it realistic? And that's what you're going to be kind of going back and forth. You might not even let your person know that you're grappling with that. It might just be an internal thing. Like, you might be very courteous or civil over text or email, but this is an internal thing. Or it could be that they reach out, and then you two just start, you know, it's been a couple weeks and you miss them and you really want to talk, and then this comes about like, well, what if? And you're just like, okay, I'm not going there without clearing the air first and talking about this. So this is either an internal struggle that you're kind of thinking and going back and forth while you're just keeping text messages really sterile and civil, or this is full blown and you're just like, you need to know what's on my mind right now. I need you to know where I'm coming from. So I feel like, and this isn't for the Leos that have that really ill-intentioned ex, like that mean person or this or that you're just like going to fall susceptible. No, this is someone you care about, that that it was mutual and it was a good thing, but something got in the way, and you're just like, I just can't. But you found it really hard to stay away. And as soon as they reached out, you kind of were like, well, we're not going back to that, but we can be friends. Like, you're trying out a different, maybe that's what the rerouting was. Remember in the beginning, I was like, rerouting. Maybe that's what that was. You're trying a different tack with this, but the feelings are still there. For the Leos I'm reading for, don't kid yourself. Just be aware that you still have feelings for this person. And I think that's why you're finding it hard to kind of fully shut the door, because you believe in the potential, because it was there and then it wasn't. But your feelings are still there and their feelings are still there. And there's a white elephant. There's something that is not being resolved. And I feel like your person's kind of asking you to do a workaround. And I don't think you want to leave them in the lurch, but I don't think you want to settle for what they're asking you to give them more time on or adjust to or whatever. And you're just like, no, but I'm noble enough to still be your friend, and I still care, and this and that. Careful, because that's a slippery slope. Because look at all this promise here. Look at all this potential. And so grapple with it and I don't think it's about letting them know what your concerns are, because they know. I think it's about hearing yourself say it and making it real. I think that's what this is about, because if we keep it internal, we're not accountable, because nobody knows. But if you put your feelings out there, if you go, you know what, this, and this, then you're more accountable, because you've heard yourself say it and you can't not know what you know, and you can't take it back. You know what I mean? So I think this is about you doing that, because it doesn't mean you're any less noble or that you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt or being honorable or being kind or charitable or optimistic if you put your feelings first, if you state what you want. You don't have to forgo your benefit or your well-being just to be noble or civil in a situation. You get to be known. You get to make your needs known. Or your feelings, if not needs, if you're just keeping it civil or whatever, your feelings. You're not going, the thing is, it's like you're still trying to look for, not you're still trying. I think this is rerouting and trying to find, well, maybe it is trying to find a way to still preserve a connection with this person without the bad stuff, without the stuff you wanted to leave behind and transition out of, because you have higher, like I said, you have higher standards. You want more for yourself. You've accepted that this person has shortcomings, but you can still, maybe we can still be friends or this or that. And I feel like this is saying it's a slippery slope. Be careful. It's encouraging because it's about clearing the air, but for what? Because when you become emotional, then you can be manipulated. Not that they're trying to manipulate you, but you're vulnerable. And if you're really wanting to transition away from and keep your feelings in check and transition away from unhealthy dynamic in a relationship, you can't afford to get emotional with someone or slip into those feelings again. You can't do it. You can't, and on blind faith or wanting to have faith, wanting to trust. You want to trust, which is great. We all do. I just want you to be careful, because I don't want you, well, just in the name of nobility and, they were important to me once and we can be friends. Be careful. Slippery slope. I grabbed the wrong deck. Hold on. All right. No, I did that already. Sorry. That was for, especially if they're sweet talkers, because as Leos, we like to hear the sweet stuff, and we like to hear the good things and the good news and the, they certainly know how to say things that get your attention. And that I just want you to hear it with both ears. You know what I mean? That was for Leo. Moving forward. Shut my mouth. Get ready for positive change. This could be with or without that person. This could be you preserving just a civil, courteous alliance with this person, because maybe you still have kids, or maybe they still have your crock pot or whatever, and you want that back someday, or they're your neighbor. But this is seeing the benefit and still aligning with them somehow, but not the way it used to be with them. And I have to remember this is only a weekly reading. So this could be you still transitioning out of this, having fond memories, but at the you're not making a decision. If anything, you're getting your feelings out there, or you're saying what you have to say. You're clearing the air here. But that doesn't have to lead to a reconnection. It could just be you getting vertical on something and then you moving forward for your good without this person. You see, this could be closure for you because this isn't finished yet. So there's that. And, you know, if I get a vote, if I get a say in it, I kind of vote for this now. It doesn't have to always be that way, but I want you to get some distance from this first. I don't want this to be the week to where you two start talking and then by Friday you two are back together again. I don't think that's appropriate. I think you need more time because this is new. This person still has kind of a hold on you, but you need to get some distance from it to see the situation more objectively because it's too easy for you to slip back into how you feel or felt about this person and see the potential, especially with all of this still here and the fact that they know how to talk to you. You know what I mean? They know how to tell you the things you want to hear. So I vote for you kind of keeping your distance for a while till you can have your wits about you and be much more clear-headed than this. Because when you're logical, you can make a decision. When you're emotional, you make a decision based on feelings, and then you wake up the next morning and go, oh my God, sometimes, you know? And I know you know that. I know I'm preaching the choir. That's for you. I have to remember this is only a week's reading. It's for you. Aha, I'm leaving it. Page of Cups on its side. Why? Because you're not sure yet. And then Hermit reversed. I feel like that's impatience. I feel like you're still undecided because you don't want this. You know how you go, well, I'm just doing this to get closure, but are you? Are you? You know what I mean? Like, check yourself. Like, you could be saying, well, I just want closure. I just wanted this and that. Okay. But it feels like this is more impatience because it's not really closure. You want a chance to say what you have to say to clear the air because you still want to believe there's a chance. That's why we fight. You still want to believe there's a chance. And that's the slippery slope, is when you get into arguing with someone again and wanting to say whatever, you know, and have your you want the validation. That's why you're, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you, I'm saying everybody. That's why, because there's still hope. That's why there's bickering or arguing, because you're still fighting for something. Are you fighting for peace or are you fighting for victory? Two very different things. If you're fighting for peace, there's a good chance you're still going to want the reconciliation, or you'll be open to it or consider it because you're kind of thinking about it anyway. But if you're fighting for victory, then I'm not worried. But I feel like this is fighting for peace, aka being civil, and then slipping back down into the feelings and the, you know, so, because there's impatience here, and you're undecided. It's unfinished business, and there's impatience, and there's being over this whole isolation thing and not being able to have resolution anyway, and closure and moving forward and moving on. So it's like twofold. On the macro level, globally, everybody, we're still kind of in limbo. Now, are we open yet? Are we back up and running? What are we doing? And that is kind of playing a factor in this also. So, yeah, this was a romantic read. This wasn't about money or work or other things. This was all romance. Okay. I hope, for the Leos I'm reading for, I hope this was helpful. And again, I'm not talking about someone that you're livid with and that you two are having a blowout out, this and that, whatever, because this is someone, for the Leos I'm reading for, you're still kind of unfinished and you still got that hope. You're still holding out hope. And I feel like you're trying to kind of call it, well, I want to, you know, I can still be friends with them and this and that. It's like, don't deceive yourself. Just because you still have feelings, you want to justify it by being noble with someone, don't do that. Because this person also knows how to talk to you. And there's a reason why you left it behind. Because you had higher standards, basically. And this is having feelings for someone that doesn't, I don't want to say that they're not, it's not that they're beneath you. How do I say this? They're doing something you don't approve of, but if not for that, this would be perfect. And this is someone that's wanting you and to have whatever you don't like. And you're like, I can't do that. You're asking me to, it's beneath my dignity, basically. So, and yet you still have feelings. And so it's unfinished business. And if not for that one thing, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like. And so there's this whole, well, we can still be friends and I can still at least talk to them. Can you? Because you still feel for them. And I know I keep saying that. I'm shutting up. It's been 20 minutes. Thank you for stopping by, Leo. I trust that you know what I mean because I've said it 52 times. And I hope this was helpful. How can it not be? 20 minutes. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Much love and support to you this week. If you are an essential worker or first responder, thank you for your service. Okay, all right, Leo, you have a good week. I'll see you soon, I hope. Okay, all right, take care.